All right, here we are with another reading, and we're going to do a message from your ancestors. I'm not going to necessarily say what particular message will be. It's just however it's going to come out. But I do know it'll be a message from your ancestors, angels and ancestors oracle deck message that we'll have. For group number one, we have the rose quartz. Number two, we have the clear quartz, and number three, we have the amethyst. All right, I'll give y'all a chance to think about the power that you want and meditate on it. You can pause the video if you would like to give you a chance. I'm going to go ahead and start with the reading. So we're going to pile number one. See you there. All right, group number one, you chose the rose quartz. And so let's go ahead and get started with your reading. All right, the card that you have is summer. Bask in joy and light. Now, we are coming in the last few days of summer right now, but it is saying regardless to that fact that you can have summer feelings in your life the entire time. Bask in joy and bask in light. That's one of the things that's saying that it's like when the sun will come out tomorrow, it's everything can be sunshine and rainbows. So don't think that, everything will be gloomy and depressing and everything. Have summer in your heart, like the cool vibes, the summer breeze, the sunshine. So that's what I feel like your ancestors are telling you, that if you're feeling a little discouraged right now, to just bask in the summer vibes right now. All right, but let's go a little bit further. And we're going to use the Priestess of Light Oracle deck. And let's dive into more what we see with your angels and ancestors. That's the main card that we're using. Let's see what they're saying. All right. Oh, I saw you. Okay, we have brilliant beliefs. That's luminous life force and personal power. All right. Oh, let me get this one right here. We have go with the flow. All right, so here we go. So with the Priestess of Light Oracle deck, it is also reiterating about how you feel. Feel light and breezy. It says brilliant beliefs, luminous life force, personal power. When you think about summer, you think about sun, and sun power is like solar power. So that gives power to a lot of things. So it's saying with the summer, think of yourself as like a human generator, like a solar panel that you are giving luminous life force. So dive into that summer vibe and give yourself your brilliant beliefs, and whatever you are believing in, that your life force is like solar power and that you are breathing more into it. That's why I'm saying bask in joy and light, because it is helping you with your brilliant beliefs and your life force and giving you personal power. Now, it's also saying go with the flow, letting go, cleansing and receiving. That's saying when you think about summer, you think about what? The beach. When you go to the beach, you think about the rolling waves of the summer beach, and you're going with the flow of the waters and things. And that's saying with that, when you're on a vacation during the summer, what do? You let go of all that stress and aggravation on that vacation. And that's what it's saying with the summer main contingency is saying that have that vibe, that summer vibe, cleansing. When you think about going into waters, what do? You're purifying your soul, receiving. Again, that's like joy and light. You receive the light, and that helps you, like I said, with solar panels helps you absorb that energy. And that's how you get that luminous life force and going with the flow. All right, let's go into the Enchanted Map Oracle deck group number one, and let's see what else angels and ancestors have to say. All right. Okay. We're going to take this one. We're going to take metamorphosis. All right. Metamorphosis. We know that is changing. A lot of times during the summer, when you have the summer, what happens? A lot of things go into change. Flowers bloom more. You see more butterflies and like I used to right here, you see butterflies and all different kinds of things in nature blooming. Okay, so you're going through a metamorphosis. So that's why you need that sunlight and that summer vibe to understand that you are going through a metamorphosis, that you are changing yourself and that you are going with the flow. Okay, group number one. So that's what it's saying. Summer vibes, and you're changing yourself. You're making yourself more than what you were before. All right. Now we're going with the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. All right. Let's see what does this have to say from your angels and ancestors. let's see, let's get, let's get this one right here. We have material harvest. All right. And fill this one right here. We have patience and planning. All right. So right here, we have material harvest. I hope y'all can see the cards. Material harvest. When you are during the summertime, you have a lot of crops. Oh, we had 3 cards. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that. When you have summertime and when you are harvesting crops, if you're in a location where they do a lot of farming and things, you see that they are planting corn and this and that, every kind of vegetable or fruit or whatever you can, we have harvest. I look at this the same way, but it's saying material harvest. But what it's saying that what you are working towards, you will get a material harvest. Now I can reiterate material harvest a little bit from my Psychic Tarot book. But what I feel is it's saying that you are going to reap the benefits of the work that you have been doing, like I said, with the summer vibes. But it's saying, yes, you reap what you sow. So that's exactly what I'm saying, is that the summer energy, the energy that you're putting into what you're doing, you are going to reap the benefits of that. And it's this material harvest. You see how they got coins and they got fruit. It just doesn't matter. It's going to materialize better to what it is, because you're putting a lot of hard work into what you're doing. Okay, group number 1. All right, now you have patience and planning. Now with patience and planning, we know that when you harvest, what do you have to do? You have to have patience, because you have to let the crops grow. And you have to have a plan on how you're going to harvest these crops or things that, metaphorically speaking, with summer, when you are growing your crop, you have to have patience and a plan for everything that you're doing. So all this is saying for group number 1 so far is saying that you need to have that joy and light summer, because you're letting things harvest for you. This is like your season, even though it's getting ready to end, like physical summer. This is your aura of summer energy, yourself, group number 1, your own personal, sounds funny, your own personal summer, but this is like the energy that you are, needing to embrace summer energy. All right, now we have emotional withdrawal. I hope you can see that right here. You're sitting by the ocean, Leaf. Look right here where it says go with the flow. Now, emotional withdrawal is sometimes you have to go outside yourself to be within yourself. And so when you sitting right here by this water, and it's like, to me, it's calming. You have to sometimes, like I said, go without yourself. And with that, you're going with the flow. In other words, you're thinking, with me, I see this, that you are going through metamorphosis right here, because you're thinking to yourself, you're having patience, and you're planning, because you're thinking of what you have to do next. So that's why I say that this reading for group number 1 is all about, like I said, summer energy, planning, and, cropping or harvesting. All right, now we're about to come to the end of your reading. So I'm going to, that was fast, strength, okay? You have to have strength to harvest what you want, speaking like I'm saying. If you want to go for what you want, you have to have strength. And there are days that it's really hard nowadays to have strength, and it's perfectly okay. Myself, I have to get inspiration, or I have to, people have to say, hey, keep going, because sometimes you just don't, you have emotional withdrawal, but you got to keep going, even though you can sit here like all day, but if you want to gain that material harvest, you have to have that summer energy vibe of freshness, of sunshine, of joy, going with the flow, having your beliefs, patience, and planning. All right, group number 1. So that's why you got to have that strength overall. So to close this reading for group number 1, I'm going to say it again to you one more time. Summer, bask in joy and light. Okay. This is the summer energy of when you are harvesting, when you are letting go, when you are having your brilliant beliefs, because you're getting to your personal power, like with the strength card. Metamorphosis, because you are changing. And with that patience and planning, you are doing all these things to make yourself a better person. Not saying you're not a good person now, but like metamorphosis, to take that outer layer off and to change into something else for yourself. Okay, not for anybody else, but for yourself. And you have the strength to do it. And remember, it's going to take patience and time, but that's not a bad thing, because when you have patience and planning, all things All good things come to those who wait. All right, group number one. I hope that you enjoyed your reading as much as I enjoyed delivering the message for you today. With that said, I will see y'all another day. Love you. Bye. All right, group number two. You chose the clear quartz or the celeste one. I can't remember which one it is. I'm so sorry. But you chose this crystal. And okay, group number two. So let's get into your reading and see what the angels and ancestors messages for you today. We have Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus. All right, so that's a good message so far. So what I'm seeing with this is so far, it's saying that whatever you are supposed to be doing, it needs you to make a plan. It kind of sounds like with group number one. So in a way, I think if group number two, you were drawn to group number one, maybe take a look at group number one. Kind of got like a same kind of vibe, but I'm going to get more into this group number two and see. But it's saying focus, concentrate, and make plans. So this is your main focus for group number two. You need to make plans and focus and concentrate. But we're going to follow up with some oracle cards, and this is from the Priestess of Light oracle deck. All right, let's see what. Oh, okay. We have clarity. All right, and we have deep emotions. All right. If I can see these right here. Clarity, planning, again, releasing, illusion. So this is telling you that in order to make these plans, you got to have clarity in your mind. That means right here with these deep emotions of unknown feelings and past life influences. Okay, this is the best way I can describe it. Say, for instance, you are making plans. We'll say whatever you want to make plans for. Opening a business or whatever, or starting a new relationship, anything you can think of. And sometimes these deep emotions or these past life influences or unknown feelings might pop up and might give you kind of like deep regret or anything you could possibly think of. Sometimes it could be a good memory, sometimes it could be a bad memory. But we'll go with this and say maybe it's like, it could be some rough experiences. But anyway, group number two is saying that you have to, with your Shield Maiden energy, you got to have clarity and focus, because when you have these two together, you don't want these deep emotions and unknown feelings and past life influences to deter you from what you have to do, because it can happen. Trust me, I know. And you will doubt yourself into what you have to do because these emotions and things can take over. Emotions is an interesting concept, and it sucks sometimes when you have emotions and it can overpower you sometimes. So keep in mind that with so far that you are making plans, you have that clarity, and get those deep emotions out of the way so you can focus on the plans that you have to make. All right, now let's go into the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. All right, if I can shuffle my cards. All right, group number two. I'm going to see what other messages we have. That's too many cards. Let's see other messages we have. Wow, okay. We're going to take these two because they came on top of these cards right here. So we're going to go with intention and with encouragement. All right. So, I'm going to do one more card to balance the scale. Well, okay, Spirit of Place. All right, so what this is saying right here with intention, that is what I said with your plans. Having a rough day talking. Sorry about this. What your intentions are, what are your plans, what are your focus. So this is just reiterating that you're making plans and you are focusing on things. Okay, encouragement, spirit, guides, angels, everyone, ancestors are giving you an encouragement to keep going and to keep the clarity and make your plan and focus. Now we have Spirit of Place. I'm going to read to you what Spirit of Place means, because like I said, this is a new oracle deck for me, and some of these cards don't come out all the time, so I try to give y'all a authenticity is the essence of power. So it's saying that when this card arrives, the Spirit of Place arrives, it said it's the answer. It said that the answer to your query or question is the overreaching theme of your circumstances. So is your question about struggle? The answer is to relax and let go. So that's why I was saying right here. It's saying that if you have these deep emotions and things, let go of these deep emotions so that you can concentrate and further what you need to do. Okay, so this is illustrating the deep emotions card, that to don't let these deep emotions deter you from what your plans and your intentions are, and that you still have encouragement and have a whole team of people behind you giving you like the big thumbs up. Okay, all right, now we're going to group number 2, do the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. Let's see what the messages have to say with this. Wow. I'm going to do this one. Passion Ignited. Okay. All right. My nose is itchy. All right. And we have Authority. All right. I'm going to do one more. I feel like I should do one more for this group. Let's try this one right here. And we have Victory and Success. All right. So this is like, I just can't say it any different. That right here is saying that you have the authority, like with this shield maiden. If you look with this right here, this is giving you authority. This is telling you right here that you focus. If you look at how the eyes are determined of focus, I'm going to move these cards up for you. Your focus. That means stay and have clarity. All right. Because I feel like this is kind of like an encouragement. Like when sometimes you see someone there behind you, kind of like, hey, look, I'm behind you. Kind of like how you have like the people, like the bouncers, and they're standing with the door and they got that sense of authority. It's because you're making plans and you're focusing. Okay. You're focused on your task at hand. And then you have Passion Ignited. The reason why you have that passion ignited is because you are focusing and you have clarity. You have encouragement. You got authority behind you, and you got intention. Everything that you need, okay, to whatever plans that you are focusing on to be what? A success. And this is right here, Victory and Success. So it is telling you, group number 2, that as long as you keep your eye on the ball, as long as you keep your eye on the prize, and as long as you, as long as you focus, you will have victory and success. All right, I'm going to group number 2. This is going to be the last card from the Light Seers Tarot deck. Let's see. All right, we have the Page of Wands. Now, with the Page of Wands, I've always said planning. Okay, when you have that wand energy, it's all about planning. Okay, so this just goes and again, it just goes full circle. When I see the Page of Wands and see how she's throwing that wand up in the air and it's going full circle, that's showing you, in my world, success. This is showing you that you are, you're making the plans and you're focusing. You're focusing on how everything is going. And in the world that, is going to be okay. You see how right here you have Passion Ignited and you have the Page of Wands. It's both a circle. And you see right here with Authority, you have a circle. Matter of fact, when you see Shield Maiden, she has a shield and it's in a circle. Okay, so the point remains is that what you're doing is going to become full circle as long as you keep your plans and stay focused. Then you will have that victory and success. Okay, group number 2. So group number 2, stay focused, keep your plans, keep your head to the sky. You got encouragement and authority behind you, so you're good to go. All right, group number 2, I hope you enjoyed your reading as much as I enjoyed delivering to you, and I will see you another day. All right, group number 3, you chose the Amethyst. This is my last group. The first 2 groups had some really sensational readings, so let's go ahead and dive in. We're getting a message from your ancestors and angels. Let's see what they say. What their advice for you is: Medicine Guardian, Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. All right, I'm going to read this one to you, so no one will panic. Let's see here. Medicine Guardian. Okay. What they are saying to you is to listen to what is coming up within you and what is being shared with you by trustworthy others in your life. Pay attention to healing information. Healing angels can help you heal emotionally, spiritually, and physically with their energy, but they can also direct you towards information that will help you return to wholeness, okay? When this card appears, information is being revealed that can help heal an aspect of your current situation, whether it be your health, relationships, or even career. So be alert for this. So what your angels and ancestors are saying right here with this message I just read is saying that, just be open to healing information, whether it's mental, physical, whatever it is, just be open and be receptive, because sometimes we can be so closed off we just don't hear anything. And so it's saying your angels and your ancestors are saying, hey, just be open to what the information, trustworthy information now, not fake information, but when you get the information from someone, that you make sure that it is the right information and that it is serving your well-being. Okay. All right, so let's move to the Priestess of Light Oracle deck, and let's see here, and I hope I don't hit the camera again. All right. Let me move this over here, and let's see what the Priestess of Light Oracle deck has to say. Go. All righty. All right. Well, apparently it's a lot. Let's shuffle. Okay. We have these two cards. We have River of Blessings, releasing constraints, and wisdom, learning, joy, art, and music. And what did I just say that Medicine Garden said? Be open to healing information. All right. So we'll look at this one right here, since they are cohesive. It's saying with the wisdom, learning, joy, art, and music. It's saying be open. When sometimes if you go to an art museum and you learn something, when you hear music, you learn something. Joy, learning joy isn't all about being open to these things. River of blessings, releasing constraints. This is what I was saying, when you're being open, you have to release the constraints of your mind to be open to the information that you're about to receive, so you can have that inner wisdom. Okay, group number 3. So this is a little bit different. This is a lot different from group 2 and group 1, but I still love the message regardless. But it's saying to keep your mind open and receive good, healthy information, because sometimes you can get information and it's just bogus and not good for you. Okay, and we don't want that. All right, so let's see what the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. Wow. Okay, first one we have Compass. Let's see here. And we have Sad Embrace. All right. And then we have this one. Oh, this 2 came out. Okay. We have Ghostlands. And then we have Rock Bottom. All right. So let me adjust this camera some. All right. Now with the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. All right, I'm going to read to you what Sad Embrace. Well, first we have the compass. Whenever the compass is, you're trying to find your direction in life. So that's why I'm saying be willing to healing information and to know which direction it's coming from. All right, and let you know that it's coming from the right, that you're getting the right information. But let me look up Sad Embrace. This is still the Oracle deck is still new to me. I don't use it that much, but when I do, I love it. All right, Sad Embrace. So let's see. Let's dive into what it's saying. Reading from the book. You may be entering into a period where loss is a theme. Perhaps you have let go of a long-cherished dream. If so, take heart, for this ending may have been the highest good. Okay, so that's why I'm saying be open to this healing information. A better and more powerful dream will be realized in your life if you can accept the loss. So that's why I'm saying be open to that and releasing the constraints. Because with that sad embrace, the things that could have been sad and happened was for the common good. So release this right here. Okay, release this this sad embrace. All right. Then we have Ghostlands. Whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing. For rarely do the present and future match up exactly on the enchanted map that is your life story. The future has no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there, yet you can take measured steps toward a goal or dream. Okay? Toward a goal or dream. The same goes for nostalgia. You can You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful moments or revisit lessons learned. However, you can't live there. So this is the same thing that it's saying right here, releasing these constraints with this sad embrace and this ghost land. It's reiterating to be open to new things. That's what I was saying. Learn, enjoy art, music, wisdom. Okay. But it's saying live fully in the present. The time is now. So that's what it's saying for you, group number 3, that to be open to this healing information, that you could have been through some sad times, but don't let it be your constraint anymore. That with the compass, you're going to find yourself in the right direction. And like I said, with the ghost lands, like the shadow of the past, you know, like same thing, but you can't live here. And that's why it's called ghost lands. Get out of that, because it's like, it's nice to think back, but you can't live in the past forever. Okay. And then we have rock bottom, number 10. Rock bottom is surrender and acceptance are the keys to freedom. So as difficult as it may be to accept, it seems that you reach a point where you can go no further in the same manner in which you've been doing things. Perhaps you hit a pivotal brick wall or experience a deep sense of loss and don't know where to turn. Again, we're talking about the sad embrace. The old way of doing things, like I said, must be discarded fully in order to move onward and upward. That's why I said releasing the constraints, okay? The only way out is through surrender, okay? Open to healing information. That's where that comes in, okay? It says, if you wait in the heartfelt moment of release, see, then a stairway will appear like magic, and all manner of synchronicities will show you the way to higher ground. The rock bottom card is a sign that a miracle is about to occur, but only if you let go completely, which is the main. That's why I was saying releasing the constraints. If you release the constraints of this sad embrace, the old memories and everything that didn't serve you, and the nostalgia that doesn't serve you anymore, you want to get out of the past. And this rock bottom with this right here, this is kind of like a tower card in the tarot of sorts, but you have to have these things so that you can have something new. Okay. I think it's like, I think it says equivalent to the tarot. I meant to the tower, but I could be wrong. But to me, it's kind of like because it's a sign that a miracle is about to occur, but only if you let go completely. So sometimes like that's the same way. You have to let go of the old to bring into the new. And that's kind of like what a tower moment thing is, that it has, things have to crumble, and so you can build new things. Okay. All right. So now let's get with the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. All right. So with group number 3, basically it's saying out with the old and in with the new. You've got to be able and be willing to accept the new things and open up so you can accept the new that's coming out for you. Okay. All right. All right. These are very thick cards. So I'm going to take this one right here. Emotional loss. See, sad embrace. And then, and if you hear music in the background playing, it's TV in another room. But anyway, that's too many cards. And then we're going to do, my nose is itchy. Okay, and then we have suffering and silence. Okay, now with this right here, we're going to look at this, or what actually goes hand in hand with this emotional loss. Like I was saying, this is what you're sometimes you're trying to bask into. You need to get rid of this emotional loss. And I know that it's not always going to be rainbows and sunshine, but you have to open yourself up with this emotional loss, okay, to bring in what I said, the rock bottom energy of the new. Okay, 'cause you got blessings coming towards you. Suffering and silence, this goes hand in hand with this too, because of that you were suffering because of the emotional loss. But it's saying in between, but look at this, that rock bottom card. Don't worry about the old and the suffering. Look forward to what's new that's coming toward you, and be open to receiving that new healing that you will receive of information or whatever you need at that point in time. All right. Now, group number 3, we are coming to the end of your reading, and I'm going to shuffle one tarot card from the Light Seers Tarot deck. Okay. 10 of Swords. All right, now with the 10 of Swords energy, she's looking out towards the, as you say, the horizon, toward, the future. That regardless to the fact that, things have looked bleak, and, you've had some painful endings, if like you've been stabbed in the back or whatever you have gone through, that you have time for healing, okay? That this is saying right here, this is how you're going to end your message, that you're going to do your healing, okay? And be open to your healing, that you don't have to look back, you keep looking forward, okay? And like you're saying here, this is depicted with a woman, masculine, feminine. This is depicted by a woman, but it's masculine, feminine energy, okay? And it is depicted with 10 crows flying above the head. And if you look at, there's wings here, and there's wings above the medicine garden. So it's saying, fly high. Don't let things in your past bring you down. Release these constraints, because you don't have to be there anymore. Because this energy right here is bringing you something new to look forward to. Okay, learn the joy in art and music. Sometimes if I'm having a bad day, I will blast music in my car like nobody's business, but I do it in a safe way. So yeah, but because music makes me feel happy. I can't draw, so, but like, look, the thing is, it helps, okay? So just be open to healing information the way that you get it, and don't worry anymore about the sadness in your past, because you have something to look forward to. 10 of Swords and rock bottom energy to look forward to, and that's the most wonderful thing about this reading. Okay, group number 3, the sun will come out tomorrow. There's a bright day ahead of you, so don't look back anymore. You see how they're not looking back, they're looking forward. All right, group number 3, I hope you enjoyed your reading as much as I enjoyed delivering this message to you. I hope it penetrates your ears, and I hope that it reaches someone who really needs to hear this. All right, I gotta go, you guys. Love y'all. See y'all another day. Bye.